Picture this. You're going through your day when something goes wrong. Maybe you get some unexpected criticism, encounter a setback at work, or have an argument with someone close to you. Almost immediately, negative thoughts start flooding in, making you feel discouraged, anxious, or even angry. It's a common experience, but what if there was a way to reframe these thoughts and see them differently? This is where Stoicism offers valuable insights. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy practiced by figures like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, teaches us powerful ways to approach life's challenges with a calm and rational mindset. Stoics believed that while we can't control external events, we can control how we perceive and respond to them. In doing so, we can drastically shift our experience of the world, especially when it comes to our thoughts. Let's explore how Stoicism can help us rethink negative thoughts, transforming them from obstacles into opportunities for growth and resilience. Realizing what's in your control. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is distinguishing between what is within our control and what isn't. According to Epictetus, the key to a peaceful mind lies in focusing only on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses. Everything else, such as other people's actions, opinions, or external circumstances, falls outside our control. When negative thoughts arise, they often come from focusing on things we can't change. For example, if someone makes a hurtful comment, our thoughts might spiral into anger or resentment. But by shifting our focus to what we can control, our own thoughts and reactions, we gain power over our inner experience. Instead of allowing that comment to upset us, we can choose to respond calmly, recognize the limits of our influence, and let go of the rest. This focus on control brings immense mental clarity. Instead of resisting or ruminating over things we can't change, we reclaim our energy and channel it toward actions that are within our power. Practicing negative visualization. A core Stoic practice for handling negative thoughts is negative visualization, also known as premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. The Stoics would spend time imagining potential setbacks, failures, or negative experiences as a way to mentally prepare themselves. By visualizing these events, they train their minds to stay resilient if or when those challenges actually happened. For example, if you're worried about losing a job, practice imagining it. This might sound uncomfortable, but it helps you realize that even if the worst were to happen, life would go on. You would still have your skills, resilience, and adaptability to guide you. Negative visualization shifts your perspective from, "I can't handle this," to "I'll find a way through this." When we mentally prepare for possible difficulties, we weaken the emotional grip they have on us. Instead of reacting with fear or despair, we respond with readiness. Negative visualization helps us see that most setbacks aren't as catastrophic as we fear, empowering us to rethink our negative thoughts with resilience. Practicing objectivity through observation. Negative thoughts often gain strength because we attach intense emotions to them. We think, "I failed, so I'm a failure," or "they didn't invite me, so they don't like me." The Stoics teach us to observe these thoughts with objectivity, separating the actual event from our judgment about it. Imagine you have a critical thought, like "I always mess things up." Instead of fully believing it, observe it as if it were a passing cloud. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, encouraged himself to examine situations without emotional attachment. He saw each experience as neutral, with any pain or frustration coming not from the event itself, but from his judgment of it. To practice this, take a moment to pause when a negative thought arises. Acknowledge it, but don't immediately accept it as fact. Ask yourself, is this objectively true? Or is there another way to view this? With practice, this mental distance allows you to see thoughts for what they are, just thoughts, not absolute truths. This detachment brings clarity and helps you reframe negativity into a more constructive perspective, replacing "I have to" with "I get to." Negative thoughts often come from feeling burdened by responsibilities. We think, I have to go to work, or I have to take care of this problem. And this phrasing makes us feel pressured and drained. But the Stoics remind us to approach life with gratitude and to reframe our mindset from one of obligation to one of opportunity. Instead of I have to go to work, try thinking, I get to go to work. This shift is subtle but powerful, reminding us that even in the mundane or challenging tasks, there's something to appreciate. We have the opportunity to learn, contribute, and grow, even in difficult circumstances. Reframing from I have to I get to reminds us to value each experience, easing the negative thoughts that come with daily obligations. Practicing the art of acceptance with amor fati. The Stoic concept of amor fati, or love of fate, invites us to embrace every part of our lives, the good, the bad, and everything in between. It encourages us to see all experiences as essential parts of our personal growth. Instead of wishing for life to be easier or circumstances to be different, amor fati invites us to accept things as they are. When negative thoughts come up, they're often based on resistance. I wish this hadn't happened, or why did things have to be this way? Amor fati teaches us to replace resistance with acceptance, even gratitude. If we can see every event as an opportunity to learn and grow, negative thoughts lose their power. For example, if you're dealing with disappointment, instead of resenting it, think, what can this teach me? Embracing amor fati helps us shift from negativity to acceptance, transforming setbacks into meaningful parts of our journey. Taking action rather than dwelling. The Stoics emphasize that dwelling on negative thoughts only makes them stronger. When we overthink or ruminate, we reinforce our worries and anxieties. Instead, the Stoics advise us to take action, even small steps, to break the cycle of negativity. For example, if you're worried about an upcoming project, taking a small step, like creating an outline or setting goals, can give you a sense of control and reduce negative thoughts. By focusing on actionable steps, we shift from passive worry to active problem solving. Taking action grounds us in the present, helping us avoid the mental traps of what-if scenarios. This approach redirects our energy, allowing us to channel our thoughts toward productive outcomes rather than dwelling on the negative. Practicing gratitude to reframe negativity. Finally, gratitude is a powerful Stoic tool for combating negativity. Seneca often reflected on the many things he was grateful for, reminding himself of the abundance in his life. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's lacking to what we already have, reducing the impact of negative thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself spiraling into negativity, pause and think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Even something as simple as having shelter, a friend to talk to, or a good meal can remind us of the good in our lives. By redirecting our thoughts to gratitude, we remind ourselves that negativity is only one side of the story. Gratitude helps us see life's challenges as temporary and reminds us that we're surrounded by blessings, even on hard days. Over time, this practice rewires our brain to lean toward positive thinking and gives us a valuable tool to counteract negativity. Outro. The Stoic path to inner peace. Negative thoughts are a natural part of being human, but Stoicism offers a profound way to rethink them. By focusing on what's within our control, practicing negative visualization, observing our thoughts with objectivity, reframing our mindset with gratitude and acceptance, and taking intentional action, we can transform negativity into inner peace and resilience. The Stoic mindset isn't about pretending that everything is perfect. It's about learning to stay calm and focused even when it's not. With practice, these techniques can help us embrace challenges and approach life with a balanced and empowered perspective. So, the next time you're feeling overwhelmed by negative thoughts, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. With each practice, you're strengthening your mind, reframing negativity, and finding a path to true peace and inner strength. If you're ready to explore more about Stoicism and how it can empower your life, join the journey by subscribing to Ash Owl Stoicism. Let's grow together.